What is going on, YouTube? I am Lamont at Large. Today I am standing on 3rd Street in Jamestown, New York. I'm here to visit the grave of Lucille Ball. But before we go there, we're gonna make a couple stops. First, I'm gonna take you to the Lucy and Desi Museum that is right in front of me. And then we're gonna go stop at a couple locations of where Lucy was born, where she grew up. And I'm gonna take you to the infamous Lucy statue. You're gonna see why that statue is infamous, and then finally we're gonna visit her grave. So come on, come with me. So I'm doing a voiceover right here because it was very loud and I had trouble hearing myself, so bear with me, guys. But this is a costume, of course. This is one of Ricky's costumes, where he performed Babaloo on the TV show I Love Lucy. And of course, this is the recreation of the set from the television show, of course, the kitchen. And you have the living room. And if you pan over here, you'll see a dress. I remember that episode might possibly have been where Ricky actually let Lucy perform in his nightclub. You see that fan right there? That is a fan from an episode where some feathers were flying around in the Merce's apartment. Now, you see this dress right here. If you guys remember that episode, that was an episode where I believe Ricky and Lucy were in Paris, and Ricky played a joke on Lucy that was an actual designer dress, and then with actuality, it was a dress that he had made for her that was made out of an actual burlap potato sack. Very hilarious. You have some costumes that I just passed of Pepito the Clown, and that is the bicycle that he rode on during the show, and then until he got hurt. I think he got like a little concussion. You have more costumes from the show. A picture of the two lovebirds back in the day. And the piano that would sit in the lovebirds' living room. And this right here is going to be an actual painting of Desi Arnaz's mother. There were some really cool things in this museum, and I wish I would have took more time to show things more slowly. But you know me, I'm always go, and that's one thing that I do look forward to changing about myself, is taking more time to look at things versus gotta go on to the next story, gotta go on to the next story. But I hope you enjoyed this part of the video. We are driving down Stewart Avenue here in Jamestown, and you're gonna see this house to your left. This is the house where Lucy was born on August 6th, 1911. It is that brown house right there. That was her grandparents' house, and that's where she was born. Part of Lucy's dad, Henry's work, because he worked for the telephone company, is they traveled a lot. They lived in different states during Lucy's very young years. And sadly, when Lucy was 3 years old, while they were living in Michigan, her dad died at the age of 27 of typhoid fever. And after he died, the family moved back here to Jamestown, Ohio, and they moved in with their granddad. And at that time, Lucy's mom was pregnant with her younger brother. And this is the house where they moved into with their granddad. Currently, we are at the Lucille Ball Memorial Park here in Celeron, New York, right next to Jamestown, literally probably 3 blocks away. And I wanted to show you this statue really quickly. Now, this is a pretty good statue. This statue was put here August 6th, 2016. This place used to be an amusement park, and this is where Lucille Ball worked as a hot dog vendor. Now, a very nice statue of her. However, what I really want to show you is something that caused an uproar back about a dozen years ago. That is a replacement statue. The original Lucille Ball statue was, well, I'm going to show you right now because there is no words that I could say on this channel that would do this statue any kind of injustice. This was the original Lucille Ball statue. Look at this. I cannot tell you how hideous this statue is. I cannot. Wow. When this statue came, I remember the story. Everybody was, it was unreal. It was absolutely unreal. Would you look, like, this is not going to be able to do any justice. Look at this. Wow. And these are the people that are responsible. I don't know who made the statue, but they should never be legally allowed to do any kind of statue making ever again. As a matter of fact, I don't even want these people being allowed to be anywhere within 200 feet of a statue. This is atrocious. This is worse than, this was really, really awful. And I'm amazed. I am absolutely amazed that it's still here. But, I guess they just kept it here for people to look at it. So, one of the funniest episodes on in I Love Lucy history was the Vitamin Vegemin bottle with extra alcohol in there, right? Okay, so now that I showed you, yeah, even that bird, even that seagull is saying how, yeah, I know. Yeah, that is awful. You are right, buddy. You are certainly right. Even the seagulls won't poop on it. Okay, so now that I got that out of my system, we're going to take a final drive. We're going to go to Lakeview Cemetery here, and we're going to show you the final resting place of, one of comedy's greatest icons, Lucille Ball. Let me leave you guys before I go with the image of this statue so you can get the image of the other statue out of your minds. So this is an excellent statue. Okay, let's hit the road. And here we are at the final stop of our tour. This is the Lakeview Cemetery here in Jamestown, New York. And I am walking up to the final resting place of one of the funniest people of all time, Lucille Ball. Originally, when she was cremated, her ashes were interred at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Los Angeles, California. But a few years later, her children decided to move her to be with her family where she was from, here in Jamestown, New York, on the Ball family grave. And as you can see on the back of the stone, she is with her father, Henry Durrell Ball. That is her mother, Desiree Ball, and Lucille Desiree Ball Morton. Gary Morton was her second husband. And Fred Henry Ball, that is her little brother. One thing that people, when they associate Lucille Ball, with the I Love Lucy show, People also forget that even though she was really funny, she was a very beautiful woman. I mean, she was very, very attractive. She was one of, I feel, Hollywood's best looking women of all time. And as a child, I used to watch reruns of I Love Lucy. I don't even remember how I started watching it. I think my sister probably, watched the show, and I watched it with her, but I loved the show. I used to watch it when I would stay home from school because, school's boring. I just want to stay home and watch TV and eat cereal all day. Cereal and toast on the couch. Watching I Love Lucy. It would come on at 10 o'clock on Fox Channel 11, Los Angeles. They would play 2 episodes back to back from 10 to 11. And then after 11, I'd watch game shows, and then cartoons would come on, and then my friends would get out of school, and then I'd go mess around with them. Top 5 funniest television shows of all time. I don't know if I could give you my top 5 of all time, but off the top of my head, I'm thinking I Love Lucy, Golden Girls. Should I put Family Guy in there? Is that considered a TV show? I don't know. I would say Family Guy but let's say no cartoons. Married with Children was pretty funny. I don't know. I can't think of the other 2. Anyways, rest in peace to the Ball family, and Lucille Ball. There'll never be another one. Just there can never be a woman quite like that. All right, guys. I am Lamont at Large. I am out of here. I will see you on the next vlog. Have a good day, wherever you might be in this world. Peace out.